Alright, so I want you to look at this gold window right here. As you can see, it's a completely normal gold window that's actually pretty reasonable and actually appropriate for most RPG games. Yeah. Introducing the Gold Window Customizer plugin, a plugin that allows you to customize your gold window. It's actually quite a lot simpler than the status window customizer. As you can see, the first 4 things are just the amount of rows, the amount of columns, width, and height. So we can just do something like set the rows to 2, and now there'll be 2 rows for our information. Of course, we could also set columns to something, and then we can go down here to where our information is. Now, as you can see, information is just one big, huge list of all possible information stuffs. And the way it works is that's quite simple. You just list out all the information you want to be shown on the gold window, and then it'll format itself based off the amount of rows and columns on the gold window. So since there's 2 rows, it'll just be 2 pieces of information stacked on top of each other. And yeah, that's all there is to it. Anyway, as you can see here, it says we need to visit the help section of the plugin for a list of commands for our information. And by doing so, you'll find all of these crazy things we can use to actually add stuff to our gold window. So let's go straight into it. To start off, you can just input gold just to show your default gold thing, whatever, you got that. But let's say you want to show the amount of items, weapons, or armors in your party. You can use item, weapon, armor, then a colon, then the ID of the corresponding item, weapon, or armor, and it'll show the amount of items, weapons, or armors you have. So for example, we can do item colon 2 to show our item ID 2 count in our menu. And as you can see here, our item ID 2 is magic water, and now we have a display for it in our gold window. Now I know what you're thinking. Look at that thing. It's not even plural. Fortunately, I've added the function to make it so if you add an S to the end of items, weapons, or armors, it will also add an S to the end of the item thing tag. I'm sorry. That looks really horrible, doesn't it? Fortunately, there's an easy way to solve this. Install Yanfei's core engine, which I probably imagine you already have it installed anyway, and now the gold window will format things differently. As you can see here, the item, weapon, or armor format will be the same as the gold format from Yanfei's core engine, so now I can make it look a lot better and more intuitive. Now this can be used for a variety of different things. So for example, maybe you're making a Zelda type game and you want to be able to show the amount of small keys you have straight from your gold window. Or perhaps using Yanfei's More Currencies plugin and you want to be able to show multiple currencies from your gold window, just use the item, weapon, or armor note tag thing and you can just place it right in there. Next, of course, we also have the ability to display the value of a variable. Just put input variable, the ID of the variable, and you're good to go. Now, of course, this doesn't look just as good as the icons as before with the items, weapons, or armors, but it can still be useful for other type of things just to make it show, you know, you can display variables if you need to. And of course, you can do the same thing just for switches by just inputting switch and then the ID of the switch. You can show the amount of battles a party has fought by just using the battles code. You can display the name of your current map just by inputting map like that. And you can also display the current name of your map's display name by just by doing map-display like that. And here's how all of those things would look. And finally, in terms of other random information you can show, you can also show the BGM that's currently playing. So as you can see right here, there's currently no BGM playing at all. I should fix that. Now the last of these commands is the actual gauge command, and this allows you to show like a gauge or like health bar shown on your gold window. Now it's a little complex, but here's how I can do something. So for example, the first thing you need is a JavaScript evaluation. So what we could do is like game variables like this dot value sub maybe 10, for example, input variable ID 10. Divide this by 20, so we're gonna take the value of game variable 10 divided by 20, and this will give us the result of our actual like thing, which has to be like a ratio from 0 to 1. Next after this comes the name of the gauge, so we can put something like karma, if we want to make a karma gauge or something. Then we put the minimum HP color thing, so orange or something. You could also do like hex color code, so you could do like FF0000, it doesn't really matter. And as you see right here, here's our gauge, it's completely empty. If we go talk to this guy here, he'll set variable 10 to 5. It says 5 divided by 20 is going to be 2.1, or like 0.25, it's going to be 1/4 filled now. And so using this, you can like make some sort of like thing up here for your gauge and your gold bar. Yeah. Now if you just want to show like a plain text for whatever reason, you can just do text like this and do this is a text. And boom, this is a text. You can also set it to text-right to orient it to the right, or text-center to orient it to the center of the like little space it's in. You can also use text-ex, and this will allow you to use text codes from like your show message thing. So for example, like \n sub 1, that should be like the name of the actor ID 1, \I sub 32. That should be some sort of icon. And then boom, there we have it. We have Harold's name and then some icon printed on the screen for whatever. I don't know. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, wow, that text looks really big compared to Yanfly's actually smaller gold window text right here. How can we fix that to make it look better together and stuff? Well, you can use this new font size parameter I added 5 seconds ago upon realizing that, just by setting something like 20, which is going to be the same default size for Yanfly's gold window. And now it matches a lot better, so hooray. And finally, after all this, you can use the eval code tag thing, I don't even know what to call it anymore. Just create a direct JavaScript evaluation to place directly onto your gold window. So I'll do like game actor2.name plus apostrophe s here. I think I don't think I did it right, but I think it's supposed to be a function. Yeah, I honestly meant to put something else there, but like I didn't have I meant this. I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, as you can see, it's a very simple setup. It actually works quite effectively. You put whatever you want in that gold window. Right now it has 4 columns. We can switch it to 3, 2, however many you want. In fact, with the columns and rows system, you actually make it formatted well with alt menu screens, assuming the gold window isn't already like manipulated in that alt menu screen. But yeah, that's really all for this video. If you enjoyed, you should give the video a thumbs up. If you're gonna use this plugin, and it's great. It's gonna help you add that karma system, or show those multiple currencies, or show the amount of like big keys you have for all those boss rush modes you're gonna be having in your game. Yeah, and also a download link is in the description as usual. I'm just stalling because I figured I'd create this new thing where like I'd like stall for time at the very end of the video, and then I also show like thumbnails and stuff, and a subscribe button and a Patreon. You should go check out my Patreon. You can like pay me. Anyway, yeah, I think I've stalled long enough. Okay, people, I won't keep you waiting. There's no secret ending. It's just me. Wait. Bam. Bet you didn't see that one coming. I'm sorry. I'm tired.